What's going on, everyone? CJ back here with another episode of the Madden 23 Cupcake Relocation Franchise. Last week I did kind of like a recap episode where I showed everybody what the stats were looking like of our players, highlighted a bunch of prospects that I have my eyes on here in this upcoming draft, and showed us what our potential path to the playoffs are. If you missed that episode, and there wasn't any gameplay in it, but if you missed that episode and you want to get caught up on how this team is doing and what we're looking like so far in week 14 here this season, go back and check that out. We basically need to win out or close to it, and we also have to get some help from the other teams in the AFC that are ahead of us. I would say, just kind of looking at where we are here, maybe we could afford to lose one more game. If we lose one more game, the best that we could possibly finish is 9-8, which may be good enough for a wild card spot. But again, we do need to get a lot of help from the other teams in the AFC South. We do not, unfortunately, control our own destiny right now, but I will take it. A sliver of hope is still hope indeed. And I do know that this time last season, we were already probably eliminated from the playoffs. So at least, there's something, and we still got a lot of football left to go. So anything could possibly happen. Now, does not help our chances here taking on our favorite team in the world, the number one seed so far in the AFC, the Tennessee Titans. I am just so sick of playing AFC South division opponents. Whoever made the schedule put all these games together in the middle, the middle of the season, back to back to back. So I am getting sick and tired of playing the AFC South. So far, we've only been able to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, but maybe that will change today. I'm going to keep it on half pad split. We know the Titans very well. I'm going to stick to defending. I feel like the last time we played them, Tannehill tore us up in the middle of the field, but by taking that option, we do lose out on the linebacker and DB run support, and we do have Derrick Henry, but it's kind of a pick your poison type of scenario. Now, defensively, the Titans are not as great. They're pretty mid in every single category. We're going to go ahead and leave it on half pad split because we cannot afford to get any of our receivers hurt. And I'm going to do run inside because the last time we did that, as you guys should know, we have Dom Fitzpatrick, our rookie, out of Miami starting now. Tony Pollard is second on the depth chart. We did run inside, and he had over 100 yards. First time we had seen a 100-yard rusher in, I want to say, quite some time. So hopefully that'll happen again. I think that we can throw 2+ passing touchdowns with Damon Sanders, who, might I add, is leading the NFL in total yards as a rookie. Titans put up points on us, so we're just going to allow 30 points or less. We have no problem picking up offensive yards, so we're going to do 400+ yards. And today, I think if we want to have any shot of winning, we're going to have to win the turnover battle. This is going to be a tough game. We have not beaten the Titans yet. Again, hopefully we can be healthy and go into this thing pretty much full strength. It looks like our offense is good, so thank you, Madden gods, for smiling on me as far as that goes. Defensively, we did lose Jason Verrett last week to a practice injury, but he should be back now, and we are clean. So there you go. A couple minor contracts I do want to look at here. Ricky Seals-Jones, I feel like he has earned the second tight end spot. He's played really good for us this year. He does not have interest in being with us, mainly because he's not a scheme fit and because we are an underdog for the Super Bowl chase. Maybe if we won some games and I tried to negotiate with him later in the season, that may up his interest. But look, he's going to be cheap. It's not like we're going to have to break the bank to bring him in. So I would be cool doing we'll try 2 years. Well, with no interest, we'll do 2 years, $7.8 million. And he's not going to take that. So
okay,
I guess we will try again next time. The second player that I want to bring in, and this is mainly because our defensive linemen, Javon Hargrave and Jalen Burnett, they have struggled to stay on the field this year. So I do want to bring back Danny Shelton. He has a lot of interest in being here. So I want to bring him back just because we're going to need depth on that defensive line. I feel like a 1-year, $3.5 million deal should be enough to get Shelton back with us in an Armadillos uniform. And it is. So,
okay,
nothing too crazy there. I don't think there's anybody else that I really want to shore up right now. Bobo Wilson Jr., our former MVP, is on this list, but Nobody else that I want to shore up right now. We'll take a look at those later on in the season. And something that I do want to show you guys that I am very happy to see, if we take a look at the injury report, we have McCole Hardman back this week, and we have Javon Hargrave back this week. The only significant contributor that is out is Kenyon Green, our left guard. But aside from that, we're finally starting to get healthy here. We have been plagued by injuries a lot this season, and we're finally starting to get healthy here, and it's finally happening at the right time. So we are taking on the Titans. How about Tennessee? As I record this, they just drafted Will Levis with the second pick in the second round. A lot of people were kind of surprised that Levis dropped that far, out of the first round. I was not. I mean, I think he really is a true talent to be getting drafted in the second round. And let's be honest, it was on the very high end of the second round. So I think that Will Levis fell exactly probably where he should have been. But Titans did trade up with Arizona to get him. So, Ryan Tannehill was on injured reserve. He's getting older. He's also the second highest paid quarterback, I want to say, or has the second highest cap hit next season. Malik Willis, we saw him in a couple games last year. This is in real life, might I add. He didn't really play too good. So I think the Titans, they are looking to find their quarterback of the future. But we are here. We are back at home, Austin Armadillos in Central Texas Stadium. We're taking on the Tennessee Titans. Been a very tough playing them, but maybe this week will yield some different results. So without further ado, guys, let's get down to Central Texas Stadium and get ready for the game. Armadillo's going to get the ball first here to start this thing off at home. And I got to say, it's good to be playing Austin Armadillos football again. I haven't played one of these games in a couple weeks. I had, some personal stuff that I had to take care of, real life stuff, if you will. And I also am in the midst of recording another episode. It's a one-off episode. It's not part. We get a look at Damon Sanders' stats here. It's not part of the Cupcake Relocation Franchise, but I do think you guys are going to highly enjoy it. And without spoiling anything, let's just say if you guys got rebuilds, it'll probably be dropping sometime after this episode here. And it's taken me a long time to edit it, so I've been a little bit busy. But look, none of that matters. We are here right now, guys. Armadillos football in the house. Happy to have you. 1st and 10 here. We are going to come out shotgun in a 3 wide receiver set. And Damon Sanders is dropping back. And I see our man Callaway. Oh, we tried to throw it up to Marquez Callaway there with the high point, and unfortunately he was not able to come down with that ball. Kind of an aggressive way to start out this game, yes, but I want to try to ride some of the momentum that we have coming off of the Jacksonville Jaguars game. And look at Fitzpatrick. I love this kid, Dom Fitzpatrick. I just feel like our offense flows so much better with him. First carry of the game on 2nd and long. He picks up 13 yards, and he moves the chains. I am very impressed with what I am seeing from Dom Fitzpatrick. So after a good pickup on the ground there, now we're going to come out in a passing formation here. Single back with Dom Fitzpatrick behind us, and Damon Sanders is going to drop back. And look at Bruce. Oh, we had him wide open in the middle of the field, but the pressure was right there, and I just called a timeout. I was trying to pause it to look at the replay, but I just called a timeout. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. All right, so if I'm done being a bonehead now, 2nd and 10, we come out here, another passing type of situation. We are going to come out shotgun and drop back. And again, the pressure. Who was that, man? Oh, my goodness. Not sure who that was there, but he just shot off of the line instantly, number 96. And we had Ricky Seals-Jones wide open. I was trying to get him the ball. That was Danico Autry, actually, the 9-year man from Mississippi State. I was trying to get Ricky Seals-Jones the ball there, but we just had instant pressure. Only thing positive so far is that run from Dom Fitzpatrick. So we got to change that right now. And I think if we can get it to Joyner there, he's fighting for it. He comes down with it. Oh, we high pointed it up to Joyner. It was a fight for the football. Pickup of 25. Look at that. Bruce freaking Joyner. He is probably going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's in first place. Damon Sanders in second place and Dom Fitzpatrick in third place. And he takes the ball all the way to midfield. So I love that. Very good conversion there for the Dillos. Now we are going to go to Pollard on the running game. Hold your breath. And that's what we have come to know and love for Tony Pollard. So 2nd and 12 here. Going to come out shotgun again. And there is McCole Hardman, who just came back from injury. He had it there wide open, but he was not able to secure it. And now we see we got some blitzers here on the right side, our left side. So let's use Tony Pollard as an extra blocker. We could have Marquez Callaway quickly or possibly McCole Hardman, depending. And I think we're going to give McCole a shot. McCole, make something happen. McCole Hardman, he had it again, but he let it slip through his fingertips. Oh, my gosh, man. McCole Hardman had a shot on this thing, might I add, in his hands. I mean, right there should be a catch. But Christian Fulton, the corner, I guess he hit him at the exact right time. That's a killer. We're going to have to punt it away to the Titans here, bring out Johnny Townsend. And not the way that you like to see your opening drive go, but hopefully our defense can step up big. We're going to need them to. Pretty good punt there by Townsend. If it can check up. Oh, we did not have someone there to down it, or else that ball would have been down on the 1 or the 2 yard line. But nonetheless, got to shake it off. Sometimes those things happen. Receivers don't catch every single ball. Ryan Tannehill, 2,700 yards for the season. Not spectacular, but a good touchdown to interception ratio. And last time we played the Titans, just a few episodes ago, Derrick Henry wasn't even the problem. Usually Derrick Henry is the problem when we play them, but it was actually the Ryan Tannehill and this passing game. So let's see what they got in store for us this time. Tannehill going to drop back here looking for his receivers. And, oh, we had a shot there on the pick, but that is Kyle Phillips, the now 2-year man from UCLA. I thought Tannehill just kind of lobbed that thing up there, and I thought that maybe we would have had a shot to pick it, but we did not. And now we're coming out in this 46 defense that we have using Cincinnati's playbook, because we all know it probably will be Derrick Henry running time, which it is. But Alan Schmidt and Denzel Perryman were right there to wrap him up for only a short game, but it was enough to move the chains. Tannehill now coming out in the single back formation here, so we'll see if it's a pass or run. It is going to be a pass, and that is a completion to Derrick Henry of all people, right in the middle of the field. Denzel Perryman was there to bring him down again, and so far Titans have starting off this thing pretty good. Pretty good, solid opening drive, if I do say so. 2nd and 5 now. Tannehill going to drop back, and he is almost hit. Can we get a pick? Oh, Jason Verrett, who is just coming back off of a minor practice squad injury, was right there, but he was not able to come down with it, unfortunately, but still a good pass. Now it is 3rd and 5. So what's Tannehill going to do here? Got to try to rally our troops, get them off of the field, if possible. Oh, and Alan Schmidt had an opportunity, man. Alan Schmidt, we have not called his name. He is a lot this season. He is our rookie from Arizona State. And Ryan Tannehill, you know, you would think this game was being played in December because he just sent him a gift-wrapped Christmas present. Still good D by Alan Schmidt, but would have loved to see him come down with that pick. Okay, Damon Sanders did not have a good drive throwing the ball. As you see, Austin Armadillo's in the hunt. If you watched the episode last week on the thumbnail, I showed you that we are in the hunt. We are in the hunt just barely, but being barely in the hunt is better than not being in the hunt at all. That is obvious what I just said, but you guys get it.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
So let's just slow some things down here. Let's slow some things down, see if we can get Dom Fitzpatrick going. We are going to double team Jeffrey Simmons, or actually no, that is Kenny Hannon, the superstar development rookie that the Titans drafted. And there's decent positive yards from Fitzpatrick. So far, not impressed with this offense, I gotta tell you. Maybe it's me. I haven't played Madden in a couple weeks, so maybe I'm a little bit rusty, but I don't think so. Let's go pick this thing up. So there is John Mechie. Very good. Number 17. All right. That makes me feel a little bit better. Damon Sanders, only 2 of 7, though. All right. What do we got for him on 2nd and 8? We're going to drop back. And, John Mechie's wide open. Can we get it to him? Yes. Room to run. Get some good yards after the catch. Good to call John Mechie's name. He has played pretty good for us so far this season. Actually, really, if you think about it, I would say all of our wide receivers have played pretty good. The ball's being distributed around pretty evenly, I would say. And Damon Sanders has been able to get a lot of people involved. So heavy rush here. Tony Pollard not going to get anything going on the draw. Whopping 2 rushes for -4 yards. You might be getting traded, buddy. 2nd and 12 now. We are into Titans territory, so that is good. And I see one of the receivers getting open there. That's McCole Hardman. Thank you. That was a drop in the bucket. We led him far to the left. McCole Hardman, we know he does have good speed, and he was able to outrun the corner at the very last minute. Good to call McCole Hardman's name again, I gotta say. It's nice having him back. He has performed, especially when he got injured there. He was playing the best football that he has played all season. So now we're knocking. We're in the red zone. Let's see what Dom can do, if anything. Trying to squeeze through that A gap there and only able to pick up 3. So wasn't really able to get anything done there, unfortunately. Got to be smart here and not do anything that I have been famous for doing in the past. 2nd and 7. We're coming out shotgun. Looking for a receiver to get open, and I think it's Mechie again, or Callaway possibly. Callaway trying to turn the Jets on. And he almost gets there, stopped at the 1-yard line. Damon Sanders now 50% completion. Callaway had a lot of room to run there. I was thinking, here's where my headspace is at. I was thinking about diving into the end zone, but you guys know that Marquez Callaway cannot hold on to a ball to save his life. So that's why I didn't do it. 1st and goal. Let's pick this thing up here. Why stick to McCole Hardman? Can you get it? Thank you. Nice to have McCole back. He is going to add to his touchdown total, which I want to say is maybe at 5 or 6. The Y stick is such a great play to call there when you're on the 1-yard line. We've called that multiple times this season, and it usually ends with a touchdown or a pick. Those are the 2 things. So Rohrwasser in for the PAT. Let me be quiet here. Should be a good kick, which it is, of course. Playing in Central Texas Stadium. We are in the dome. Well, it's kind of like the Cowboys Stadium. We got the collapsible roof. But regardless, there's no wind, so love kicking at home here in Central Texas Stadium, CTS, if you will. That's what we'll call it. And now we're going to need our defense to show up again and hopefully get the Titans back off the field. All right, now Tannehill coming out in the shotgun here with 3 receivers to his right. And, that is Traylon Burks. Oh, Traylon Burks just making everybody miss. Are you kidding me? Come on. Are we really going to let... Oh, wow. Wow, Traylon Burks just broke 2 tackles. Now the 2nd-year man in this franchise out of Arkansas. And I don't know how I could have played that any better. That was Keegan McGriff, too, might I add. And Keegan McGriff he's developing well. He has a good overall rating. He's now, I think, an 80 rated overall player. But in terms of what he's done on the field, I haven't really liked what I've seen from Keegan too much. He has 2 picks, but all right, so just like that, now it's Derrick Henry time. We know. Oh, no, it's not. It's a fumble. It's a sack and a fumble. That was Anthony Barr. And we have Devin McCourty. Oh, let's go. Devin McCourty going all the way 99 yards to the end zone. Yes. What a shocking turn of events. That is something that would happen to us. And I know you guys know that. You guys watch these episodes. That is definitely something that would happen to us. But it was a play fake, which I don't agree with that call at all, Mike Vrabel. I don't know what you're smoking over there on the sidelines. But it was a forced fumble. Devin McCourty picked it up, and he housed that thing. 14-0 in the first quarter against our arch nemesis, Tennessee Titans. Most of their yardage coming from that one play to Traylon Burks. But, hey, if this is going to be a defensive-minded game for us, I am totally fine with that. I will take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday. It's only Saturday as I record this, so I guess I'll only take it once today.
What?
But anyways, here we see okay, tight end there, Chigakonkwo, the now 2-year man out of Maryland. That was a good pass by Tannehill. We sent some pressure his way. And Devin McCourty, the man responsible for our defensive touchdown on the last play, was there to wrap him up. Going to continue the trend of sending pressure. We come out in our 46 defense here, hopefully praying that it's not a pass, and it will not be. It's going to be a run to Henry, but Henry is just shifting through all the tacklers. Finally, Keegan McGriff was there. I don't know, man. The 46 defense is supposed to be good at stopping the run. Need that defense to step up here, man. Titans are really kind of asserting their dominance here on the second drive. And there we go. Okay, gang tackles. It's going to take gang tackles. Landon Collins almost got his man card taken there, but luckily the reinforcements swooped in and were able to hold Henry to only a gain of 2. So now 2nd and 8. Tannehill now staying in this single back formation. He's become very comfortable there. And I thought that might be a play fake, but luckily Anthony Barr, the man responsible for that forced fumble, was right there to limit Henry to about a gain of 6. Now big one. We're going to come out 4-3 here, and got to think this is going to be a pass from Tannehill, which it will. Got to cover up all these receivers. Oh, and then nobody wants to guard Kyle Phillips. He was just sitting there on an island by himself. Throw a little nickel blitz at him here as Titans are knocking on the door. We did get the ball first as well. Got to be careful. Titans will get the ball back after halftime, and there's Austin Hooper, who scores on us often. He's going to slow clap it up here. Austin Hooper has a ton of touchdowns against this Armadillo squad. And Titans cap this thing off with some points. And again, we got to be careful because we did get the ball first. So Titans will get the ball after halftime. So we got to continue to pour the points on here. We cannot let the Titans go on a 21-0 run or something like that, which is, I want to say, what they did last time we played them. Need a big answer here. Got to keep the momentum in our favor. Let's go back to Dom here and see what he has in store. And a good broken tackle. Okay, turning something into nothing. So I think that we're going to go back to him because I really want to kind of bleed this clock down a little bit. I don't want the Titans to get the ball back with too much time because we know what can happen. And there's Fitzpatrick continuing to look good. He's now 6 for 35. And again, as I mentioned, our offense just seems to flow so much better having him take those snaps as opposed to Tony Pollard. And I'm really liking what this kid is doing. I got to be honest with you. So, all right, okay, we're doing good. We're driving here. We're taking some time off of this clock. 1st and 10 here. We're going to come out single back in a trips bunch formation with 3 receivers to the right. And we're going to drop back. I don't see anybody, so I just kind of threw that thing away, throw away, if you will. 2nd and 10 here, ball on our own 39-yard line. Good time for the PAX burst, I think. I try to only call that once per game, but no, there's Pollard actually wide open. Okay, well, you know, if Tony Pollard can't get it going in the running game, I guess that we will use him as a passer. All right, we are moving, guys. 1st and 10 on the 45. We're going to come out single back. There's Jamal Agnew in the game. Got to watch what these linebackers do. Could have a quick slant to him, which I actually don't like it, so we're just going to give it to Steels Jones, our tight end number 2, who we tried to give a new contract to, but he said, no, you got to pay me more money. And I guess if he keeps making plays like that, we may have to pay him more money. Let's continue to go to Dom. I don't want to go away from him at all right now. I want to continue riding the Fitz train, if you will. We're getting very close to the 2-minute warning, so this drive is going exactly how I wanted it to go. And Fitzpatrick could not get a block there because Chance Campbell, the middle linebacker, was right there to wrap us up. All right, we are going to have blitzers almost immediately. Thank you, Ronnie Stanley, for your threat detector ability. So we're going to have to get this ball off quickly. And Seals Jones wide open. Ricky Seals Jones, let's go. Nobody guarded him. And he's like, look, man, I'm trying to tell you, you need to pay me. I will stay on this team, but you need to pay me. We might have to pay Ricky. So far, he has 2 big catches, a huge one for a first down, and that one, he finds pay dirt. Yeah, we might have to pull out the old billfold here and pay this man Ricky. because he's been playing great for us as our second tight end, number 2, and he puts us up 21-7. So that, actually, I would have even liked to take more time off the clock if I'm being honest here, but you can't argue with the results. We scored, which is the most important thing. A minute 55, though, that's a whole lot of time, especially we've seen this quick strike offense already on display here with Tennessee. And if we can prevent a touchdown, since they do get the ball back and go into the locker room up at least 2 scores, I would just be floored by that. And we cannot get beat deep in this situation. Go ahead and do the checkdowns. I'm okay with that. A lot of time's going to come off the clock here. They'll probably remain in this hurry-up offense, I would think, so which they will. And that's actually going to be a run to Henry. Okay, I mean, yes, Derrick Henry is good, but I don't necessarily agree with that. Taking a lot of time off of this clock are the Titans, which I do like. And then again with the check down, just going to cut stick it. That's what you got to do with Henry. And now they call a timeout. So that, I don't think that series could have went any better for us. Took a lot of time off the clock, though, and we just don't want to get beat deep. That is the main thing. Can't allow that to happen. And Tannehill just going to throw it away. So we are going to be gifted with the pigskin here with 56 seconds left. That's a lot of time. A lot of times I say that, I get a little too excited. I end up throwing a pick or something. You know what? We're going to let it bounce, and this we'll probably just play this thing conservative. Unless something crazy happens, I do not want to give the Titans the ball back again. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, if Dom rips off a big one here from the 7, maybe. But I am just going to be uber conservative here, and he is not going to rip one off. So, no fireworks here. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. No fireworks on display. We're going to just let this thing, we're going to be content to let this thing go into the locker room. We'll do one more run with Fitzpatrick. Maybe something crazy will happen, but I highly doubt it. And, ooh, man, if I was trying to come back, we got heavy press on the left side. I would definitely try to get some man coverage and take a deep shot. But that will not be happening. We're going to let this thing tick down as far as we can, and we'll snap the ball to Fitzpatrick, who does break a tackle. Okay, Dom. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Do not catch up, Kevin Byard. Dom, you get in that end zone. He does. These are things that happen to us. What are the freaking odds of that, man? I was just trying to get this thing into halftime with a good margin. I mean, I even said it.
No fireworks here. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, Dom. Oh, my God. Look, Fitzpatrick breaks multiple tackles on that play. Tony Pollard would not have done that. You can quote me on that. Tony Pollard would not have done that. But, oh, my God. Dom freaking Fitzpatrick. And, I mean, he just completely facialized Caleb Farley. His handprint is on Caleb Farley's chest. Crowd loving it. I'm loving it. Let's get into the locker room with a big lead. I don't even know what to say, guys. I mean, so much happened in that first half. We had a scoop and a score from Devin McCourty. We had some good play from Ricky Seals-Jones, our number 2 tight end. And we have Dom Fitzpatrick with I said no fireworks so far, ladies and gentlemen. And now the freaking fireworks are raining down like it's gosh dang Independence Day out here or something. And wow. All right, I am very happy indeed. In no way, shape, or form am I comfortable with this margin, though. We know exactly how good this Titans team is, so I am not saying anything. We just have to continue to play the same way that we did in the first half, and Javon Hargrave, who is back healthy with us, was there to wrap up Henry for only a gain of 2. Tannehill pretty much just decided he's going to stay in this single back formation, I think. And when you got Derrick Henry behind you, I don't see why you wouldn't. But that's a good play fake. And Chigakonkwo, the tight end number 2 on their team, opposite, Ricky Seals-Jones, same position he plays, was able to catch it and move the chains. We should be close to getting some of these players, Jalen Burnett and Alan Schmidt's dev traits revealed. Can't wait for that. I'm hoping that Jalen Burnett is superstar because The defensive tackle that the Titans have, Kenny Hannon, he is superstar development, and he has the same number and the same face scan as Jalen Burnett. I don't like that. We need to make sure we are the king. So, all right, big third down here. What does Tannehill do? Does he go to Henry? Looks like he will, and we can't stop Henry. Alan Schmidt gave his best effort, but Henry was able to move the chains, unfortunately. It's all right, though. This drive is chewing up a lot of time. So far, no quick strikes, which you love to see that. And looks like Tannehill is just going to try to force feed Derrick Henry the ball, which you know you can. You know you can do that. And just, what did I say? What the freak did I say? I said I'm not comfortable with our lead. Derrick Henry just showed you exactly why. 135 rushing yards so far for Dom Fitzpatrick. That is a sight to behold, my friends. And I see no reason to go away from him. And I just clicked triangle and picked a draw play to Pollard. So maybe we just audible out of this, right? Maybe that's the move, because I got to be honest, I really don't want to give it to Pollard unless it is on a pass or something like that. And there's McCole Hardman. All right, cool. I'm fine with that. Pickup of only 3, but I called the wrong play, and I didn't want to give it to Pollard. Don't know what else to say other than that. So 2nd and 7 here. We're coming out shotgun with 3 wide receivers to our right. And Callaway is right there, but there's a flag. Is it pass interference or is it holding? Please be pass interference, please. It is pass, or is it offense? Defense, thank you. Woo, boy, we just dodged a freaking bullet. Amani Hooker is the guilty party. And look, it's got to be Dom Fitzpatrick time. My heart just skipped a beat there after those 2 things that just transpired. So hopefully Dom can. Nope, he's only going to pick up a gain of -1. I got to be careful, man. I can't be throwing this ball game away. 2nd and 11 now. About 6 minutes to go until the end of the 3rd. Let's go ahead and roll out here with Sanders, because we know he's got the wheels, and just slide. Just slide there, Damon. Don't want anything crazy to happen. Now we have a very manageable 3rd and 2. Ooh, I like the defense that the Titans are coming out in, because we did call an inside zone to Fitzpatrick, so he can probably pick this up, which he will. And you know what? We're going to hurry up to the line here. I want to stay in this formation, the formation that the Titans came out in, that is. And maybe we can slightly take advantage of this. But, oh, we have a Chance Campbell right there. Was there to shut that down, and he's like, yeah, don't get cute on me, buddy. I will show you exactly what we do here in Tennessee. Big 3rd down here. If we don't get this, Tennessee's going to get some of this momentum back. So let's go ahead and pick this up, shall we? And Bruce Joyner, can he get it? Yes, with the aggressive catch. Oh, I was looking Seals Jones' way again, and, I seen Bruce kind of get open there at the very last second. A couple really difficult, aggressive catches that Bruce Joyner has been able to haul in today, and that's kind of what he does. I mentioned it for those who watched the last episode. I mentioned it in the last episode. Joyner only with 2 touchdowns so far this season, but that's really not been his game. His game has been more, let me, pick up the first down on a 3rd or a 4th. Let me pick up a good chunk yardage, and that's really where he's excelled. So 1st and 10 here now, and we're coming out shotgun. I see John Mechie getting open, and John Mechie fighting forward. Look at that. About 3 minutes to go until the end of the 3rd. We're going to go ahead and send Marquez Callaway in motion. Dom Fitzpatrick has a big lane, and Dom Fitzpatrick continues to have himself a very good afternoon, now almost at 150. We're going to give it back to him again, see if he can cap this thing off. Oh, no, he is not able to, because a defender there, Monty Rice, who is filling in for the injured Zach Cunningham. Titans are missing Zach Cunningham, their starting middle linebacker. He was in there to shut that thing down immediately. I think that, they might be catching on to what we're doing here in Central Texas Stadium, because I feel like they kind of saw that one coming. But all right, here again, we are threatening, so just don't want to do anything dumb, because we are in field goal range. So we're going to come out single back. Could have Agnew or Mechie on these drag routes here. And, I think that's Agnew, but there's a flag. Is it holding or is it pass interference? Please don't be holding. Please don't be holding. And it's holding.
Holding. Offense.
Now it is 2nd and 21. So Gonna be an uphill battle. We have to get to about the 1 yard line to get a first down here. Maybe we can do it, maybe not. And you know what? We're just going to escape with Sanders. If he could maybe, possibly put the Jets on Sanders, go down. Oh my God, I just feared for my life there because we had Justin Simmons and friends who were right there. I was scared that Sanders was going to get sacked, but he didn't. 2nd and 11 here, or 3rd and 11 rather. Very close to the end of the 3rd quarter. Can we pick this up, or will we have to settle for a field goal? That is the question, or neither. If Ricky Seals-Jones thought he had it there, but got a little bit too congested, and the defenders were able to swat that away. But that's all right. I am okay settling with the field goal here. Got to be quiet, so I make sure I drill this thing, hopefully, which we should. And all right, back to a 3-score game, so that's okay. I'm not upset with that. And you know what? Aside from scoring, as I don't know, Cam Newton was kind of twerking on the ground there. Aside from scoring, which was primary focus A, we chewed up a lot of that clock, man. We took a lot of time off of that clock. My game's kind of lagging a little bit. Not sure what that's about. Hey, look, 31-14 going into the 4th quarter here. We are out rushing and out passing the Titans. Defense, luckily they played good early on because now they're starting to get a little bit tired, it would appear, and starting to kind of regress a bit in this game. But hopefully we've just built up enough of a lead to still come out of this thing with the W. Got to watch out because Henry is in the zone now, which means he will break almost any tackle. And there's Treylon Burks, who was the recipient of that long catch early on in this episode. We're going to go ahead and shade inside here, I think, because that seems to be where Tannehill is doing most of his damage. But there is Henry. Got to watch out. Oh, I thought he was about to break 3 Armadillo's tackles there. I would not have been a happy boy. So we'll actually go ahead and pinch the line here. And it should be a run to Henry, which it will be. And now he is met. Oh, and he fumbled it. No, there's no way, man. I mean, look, there's no way. Anthony Barr with the fumble recovery. I am almost sure that Derrick Henry was down. Maybe he was laying on top of somebody there before the ball came out. I mean, you can't tell in that kind of a scrum. Right now, Dillos say they have the ball, but I just am not confident that they do. Yeah, booth review, I would imagine this thing is coming back. So way to tease my emotions, Madden. Thank you for that, because if we did get the ball back, I would have gotten hyped. But now, let's see here. I'm not confident this isn't a run to Henry, which it will be, but he's met by Alan Schmidt and Marcus Davenport. 4th and 5. Defense comes up big when we need them to. Yeah, I mean, I'm not upset with the call. I might have done the same thing as well. And Titans are now going to have to settle for a field goal. So how about that? Should be 31-17 after Sam Sloman makes this kick here, which it is. All right, guys, holding the Titans to only 17 points here in the 4th quarter. I love it. And now we got to go with a heavy dose of Dom Fitzpatrick. It is going to be Fitzpatrick time because we need to take off as much of this time as we possibly can. All right, we'll go ahead and flip this play here. I would like to run it the opposite side of Danico Autry and Jeffrey Simmons because that just seems like a great idea. And Fitzpatrick does fight forward for 3, so now he is at a $150 for this game, which I don't think Tony Pollard ever hit that much. I know it sounds like I'm dogging on Tony Pollard a lot, and you know, I may be, but Tony Pollard's a good player. Don't get me wrong. That's why I picked him up. He just hasn't performed well for us for whatever reason. So 2nd and 7 here. Going to go back to Fitz again. And Fitz, if he can break a tackle. Ooh, very close. 3rd and 1 as we see Harold Landry get injured. Not a good time for that. But that's what Dom does, man. Dom, he's a power back. He gets in there. He shoves people aside. Tony Pollard, more of that elusive back, if you will, which, you know, I'm a Pollard fan. I actually even kind of root for him in real life here a bit. Yeah, I should audible this into 4 verts, but I'm not gonna because I just want to pick up the first down, which we will. Dom Fitzpatrick gets just enough of what he needed. Okay, everybody is blitzing, and I called play action, which probably not the best thing to do. we should be able to hit Ricky Seals-Jones here on this audible. He's going to be X, and he is... I mean, this showed they were blitzing, but let me tell you, that was not a blitz at all. I mean, I don't know what happened there, but all right, well, I mean, look, we did take a lot of time off the clock. It is still a 3-score game, so I'm not upset with that. I mean, I would have liked to score, and how is that not roughing, man? We get that call called on us every single time, I swear. But look, I mean, all right, let's look at Johnny Townsend. I mean, he's dropped by his feet, you know, by 2 Titans. So now Titans obvious passing situations here, probably for the rest of the game. So we're just going to shade over top. Can't be, okay, no, I stand corrected. It is a run to Henry, and I guess maybe it was a good decision. Probably better outcome than a pass there, but I'm very surprised with the call. Although, if you have Derrick Henry on your team, you can afford to do things like that. All right, dime blitz time, I think. Maybe this will prove to pay off. Derrick Henry looking a little gassed there now. He is actually going to get it, and I guess he's not gassed enough to break a bunch of tackles. Oh, my God, dude. Luckily, there's only 3 minutes left in this game. If I had to deal with too much more of that from Derrick Henry, I might just, I don't know. I might just walk away and go blast some emo music and come back and take it up the tailpipe. I don't know. But Father Time is not the Titans' friend right now, as we see rookie Wilbon subbed in for Derrick Henry. So I guess Henry needs a breather, needs some Gatorade, and that's going to be a pass outside to the cameraman.
Bruh.
Tannehill really hasn't done too much in this game, not even at 200 yards yet. And if you watch the last game, Tannehill was he was well over 300, if memory serves. So here we see Henry back in the ball game now, so got to watch him. And it's going to be actually a screen to Henry. Okay, good call there, because I was not expecting that in the slightest. Jalen Burnett does wrestle Derrick Henry down to the ground. They got to get some quick strikes going. Don't get me wrong. I'm not upset with them as if they don't, as Austin Hooper does catch that, and that is probably going to take it down to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, I don't know. If I was a betting man, which I am kind of, I think I'm up on my FanDuel and my DraftKings, but I would have to say I don't think there's a way that we can lose this game just because of the deficit of the score and the time. But I don't know. We are going to shade inside because that seems to be Tannehill's favorite place to go with the football. Tannehill trying to escape and just going to throw it away again. Good defense. We had all the routes locked up downfield.
Come on, man.
All right, guys, I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling like we're about to taste a W and keep this playoff push that we have going alive here. And that is, wow, almost a great catch by Robert Woods. But at the last second, that ball was broken up. And that was actually a turnover on downs. I kind of forgot that it was 4th down, but it was. So now we are just on cruise control. I forgot to set my ball carrier to conservative in the coaching adjustments, which I definitely should do. But Dom Fitzpatrick's still staying aggressive here, man. I don't know what he's at right now, but Derrick Henry, I know, is over 150, and I feel like Dom is probably there as well. Those two kind of going neck and neck. So we got to go to coaching adjustments, ball carrier conservative, because the last thing we want is some stupid fumble. And Madden wants me to give it to Tony Pollard, but that will not be happening. I can assure you it is Dom Fitzpatrick the rest of the way. All we got to do is pick up 1 first down, and this game is pretty much over, and Fitzpatrick actually gets very close. Come on, Dom. Halfback dive up the gut. You got this, man. Just need a yard, and he will get that with ease. So Titans will call their last timeout, but there is nothing they can do now other than just accept defeat. 31-17 against the Titans. Man, I did not, especially after the way our first drive went, did not expect that. So we pick up our first win against the Tennessee Titans in series history. Did not beat them last year as the Texans, have not beaten them so far this year as the Armadillos, and we probably really just hindered what they have going on because they were 10-2. Mind, just let that sink in. They were 10-2. We just beat a 10-2 team. They were 10-2. They have the first round bye right now if the playoffs ended, and a loss to us absolutely crippling to them. Look at the rushing yards, 189 to 100. I'm telling you, switching Dom Fitzpatrick over, that has just been so key because you'll notice that we did not have to throw it 40, 50 times with Damon Sanders. And as much as I am upset that Damon Sanders kind of ended his streak of going over 300 yards, I'm really not, because he doesn't need to do that. He went 15 for 23, only 183, so probably the lowest yardage total that Sanders has had ever, but 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 65% completion because he was efficient, and Dom Fitzpatrick 175 yards. Derrick Henry does slightly oust us at 180. We each had a touchdown. So, I mean, if you're saying Dom Fitzpatrick's name in the same elite company as Derrick Henry, I mean, yeah, sign me up all day. Treylon Burks had 82. Our receivers, nobody really had anything big, but they didn't really need to. McCole Hardman had a touchdown, and Ricky Seals-Jones, even though he only had 2 catches, let me tell you what, they were 2 big ones. Now defensively, Denzel Perryman had 14 tackles. That is great. Tackles for loss here, Alan Schmidt, rookie from Arizona State, had a couple. Breeland Speaks, haven't seen him in a while. Anthony Barr, but Anthony Barr had that forced fumble. Yes, he did. They did credit Anthony Barr with the forced fumble. He had that forced fumble, and of course, Devin McCourty picked it up with the scoop and the score. And that, I think, was probably the key play of the game, because that allowed us to open it up 14-0. Titans already had to play with their backs against the wall, and we just had tons of momentum. So I think that was probably the play of the game. So Jalen Burnett gets an upgrade. Hey, will his dev trait be revealed? I don't know. Let's go ahead and do power rushers, power moves, tackling, block shedding though, maybe run stopper. I might want to do block. You know what? I think I will do block shedding here, or run stopper rather. I know that's not his archetype, but he does get 3 to play recognition, 1 to block shedding. I should have checked his dev trait to see if that was revealed. Let me actually check that right now. No, he is still hidden development. I would have to think now he was injured. Okay, next game we will know Jalen Burnett's dev trait. So make sure you tune into that one. I'm hoping it's Superstar. Maybe it's Superstar X Factor. He was the highest rated player in the draft. Tied for it, that is, but oh man, guys, I don't know. After not playing a couple weeks, I thought I was going to be terrible, but we improved to 6-7. So playoff push is still alive. We beat the Tennessee Titans for the first time in series history. Got to find a way to still get past the Colts. We play them next. So next week is a huge game. If we beat the Colts, we will be second place in our division and 500, and that much closer to sneaking into that wild card playoff berth. So I had a great time with this, guys. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.